go wrong on the status on the Twitter, and even if I change it right now, it's not gonna make a difference. Let me see. I can't, but like that shit looks like I was trying to spell Miguel. I know how to spell mogul. Um, I don't know why that is. What's good, you guys? I am not on. Damn, I just played a whole song and y'all couldn't hear it. That's tragic. I was playing Mothballs by Drake. I forgot to change the tab. I'm not on StreamYard, and I'm usually on StreamYard, you guys. So like, I don't have my intro video and my outro video and all of that. And I wish I did. I think I have YouTube up right now too. I do. I have YouTube up, and I have Twitter up right now. So if you want to go on YouTube, we're on YouTube too. Um, I'm very mad. I don't have the intro video. At this point, nigga, we finna go to my YouTube and make it an intro video for everybody that's just joining on YouTube. We're live. We're live on Twitter as well. I was gonna do Twitch too. I'm not gonna do Twitch tonight. We're just live on YouTube and Twitter. I was playing music before I hopped on live on YouTube because you know we can't do that over there. Now I'm heading to my channel to find a video with my intro on it because we can't run this without the intro. Come on, like I gotta know what the fuck's going on. You gotta know what's good. You gotta know what it is. You gotta know what time it is when I come through. You know what I'm saying? All right, here we go. Here's an intro for you people.
Is Keith around?
Damn.
So from
shout
out to Keith for breaking it down.
Look,
It's not just me. I'm what the culture feeling.
Maybe Queez been on their ass, so they don't want to say nothing that Queez can run to Twitter with.
Hey, what?
Do your research. Go ask Keith.
I was dancing.
So shout out to Queez. Queez has some
He's
good
good.
tea, and it's TBT and tea. So
He's good.
You know,
It's not the it factor. It's the culture factor. The way that it's just being delivered, the way that it's said.
Okay, see.
Okay, I'm reloaded.
All right, there goes your intro, people. There goes your intro. Yo, that's crazy. I just did it again. This stupid TikTok shit. Yo, I just played the whole intro, right? I swear to God, I just played the whole intro, and I was sitting there quiet because I have it on TikTok instead of having it on my channel. Hold on, because that's really annoying. Yeah, I don't even understand. Wait. Oh no! Y'all got the intro. My bad. Y'all got the intro. I'm tweaking. This shit was just lagging. Y'all got the intro. All right, let's pull this up. Give me 1 sec, you guys. I gotta pull the screen back up. All right, so title obviously today. I don't even know what the title is right now. I just know what I have that we're gonna talk about in our notes today. A lot of the stuff that I'm gonna be pulling is from my Twitter. But there's also an entire interview that I want to watch, break down the whole interview because it's that important that we watch the whole entire interview. It's very important stuff on there. We're probably going to be up here for a little while, but not too long. Twitter. I'm trying to find Twitter on my phone. Can't find it, you guys. Can't find it. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I wanted to argue with Punch today, and Punch will usually give me a good low back and forth, but it seemed like he wanted to really go on a rant. But you feel me? I'm gonna keep pushing his fat ass buttons till he really pop, because I want him to put his foot in his mouth. Because anybody that knows anything about me, we could get into a debate. I could be right, I could be wrong. I don't care. Come with receipts. Don't just come talking like, oh, I'm Punch and I'm at the label, so I know more than you. No, nigga, come with receipts, because my receipts come from people in your industry. So are the people in your industry lying too, or is your fat ass lying? Come with receipts. That's all I ask, is that you come with receipts. What is it that I'm looking for on here? Oh, I'm looking for on my phone. I'm sorry. I'm doing two things at once. Give me 1 sec. But yeah, I would like Punch to really, what's good, baby girl? I would like Punch to really just take it there. Cash App is in the comments if you want to send a Cash App or a donation, even if it's just $1. I'll put the Cash App inside the Twitter comments. I'm gonna put it on the YouTube chat in a second too. I think this goes to YouTube, right? Yes, this goes. No, this is TikTok. See, I keep doing that. I got to exit on TikTok. TikTok is ruining my day. Everything TikTok is ruining my day. I'm not trying to be on TikTok. Let me just make this tab here the first one. What's good, baby girl? So the Cash App is on the screen. The Cash App is on the screen. How about that? If you want the Cash App, a nigga, the Cash App is on the screen. We're gonna play that game today. What was I? Was getting on Punch fat ass. But before I go in on Punch and do all of that, we got to start at the beginning. I feel like no, but everything I posted today didn't just come from me. I was quoting some shit today too. Maybe I should go to my notifications. I don't know. Where do I want to start at? Let's start here because I quoted it, so I could go straight to Punch's shit from my quote. I think. All right, boom. So Punch. If you guys don't know who Punch is the president of TDE. And Punch is like one of my sparring partners on the internet because he's one of the people that always say something. But he's not the only one. But he's one of the, I won't even say celebrity because I wouldn't really call him a celebrity, but the industry people that be on my page that will say something. Now, I woke up today and y'all know, I just like talking about what is going on in the culture. Last year, I felt, and it's very hard because I'm a Drake fan. But if you pay attention, I tell anybody about themselves. And Drake has a lot for me to tell him about himself. So as much as I cape for Drake and I understand and I see his side, I see two sides of everything. So I could see how Drake is winning without the machine. I could see how Drake was moving with the machine before. There's so many things that we got to talk about as it pertains to the machine and Drake and who's utilizing it and what's getting done and what's not. But just be real. Now, before we talk about all of these other things that we're going to talk about, I want to talk about the machine that people keep talking about, being the industry, the powers that be, whatever you want to call it. Y'all call it the Illuminati, whatever you want to call it. There's different names. Everybody got a different thing they want to say. A red button, a machine, the industry, the Illuminati, people, them people Kanye be talking about. That's not my business. I don't got no smoke with that community. I'm just saying, these are the things that people be saying. Now, what I want to say is this. Obviously, anybody that's going through the machine, which is the industry, and not just the music industry, but we'll leave it at the music industry for today, the powers that be, the music industry. Of course, anybody that signs on that dotted line and shows that they can be profitable in some way, or they think that you will be, of course, everybody has benefited from the machine at some point. So when we're speaking about this machine that is now going against Nicki and going at Drake and has gone at many other artists, and is the reason a lot of artists have not made it, and we have so much to talk about tonight. Oh, Billboard, bitch, I'm on your ass too. Billboard, I'm on your ass. Ooh, I'm on ass tonight. I'm on a whole lot of ass tonight. First of all, we're back. First day in a while. We're 42 minutes in. Usually I won't even start till we had like 500 or 1,000. So you're getting blessed early because I'm ready to talk my shit. Retweet the live. Come up off a retweet. Don't like it. I didn't ask you to like it. I see the like is not doing nothing for me on the live. Retweet it. So then it goes to the next person. And then it goes to the retweet. But I want you for like nothing on my page. I want you for retweets. But I want you for not like no tweets either. But I want you for retweets, retweet like Tweety Bird. Retweet that. And then retweet it again and then retweet. Everybody that comes up in the industry that is a part of the major label mechanism that has seen mainstream success has benefited from the machine in some way, shape, or form. Whether that be my favorite artist being Nicki or Drake, or being your favorite artist, whether that be Kendrick or this one or that, everybody at some point has benefited from the machine. And that's fine, right? Because that is what you sign up for the major labels for, so that you can be a part of the machine to then boost. But pay attention to these keywords that I'm using. I'm saying boost. I'm not saying do the work. I'm not saying take a bitch from 0 fans or 0 followers to 2 million. I'm saying to boost on to what you have organically already created. And then after they take it away, being able to sustain it because you already built something organically. You know what I'm saying? You could be the best basketball player in the world. You're not making $500 million without the NBA. You want the machine that is the NBA. You want to go play in the big leagues and see what the big leagues has to offer. But what do you have to offer to the big leagues is the question. What type of return on investment are you? Can you really go get up, put in the work, and sustain on your own? And that is what it all comes down to. Nicki and Drake are two very special, unique, and separate cases, which we will speak about both tonight at a later point in time. But I just wanted to let you guys know that's some of the landscape for tonight. We're not going to sit up and act like everybody that has seen mainstream success has not benefited from the industry at some point. What can you do when the machine is not working for you? What can you do without the machine? Did you put yourself here, or did another nigga put you there and they could take it away? And I'll use Nicki for an example. Nicki put herself here. So when they tried to take away whatever additives they did because she was a part of the major label ecosystem, it virtually did nothing but just left her to rely on the fan base that she has built and had before the major label ecosystem, which just catapulted it. If she had not built and been able to sustain a career on her own, she would be somewhere like where Sierra or Little Kim is. Y'all all know Sierra. Sierra was the biggest thing of sliced bread. The major label said, oh, Sierra ain't been able to get a hit since Body Party, and I still wasn't even a huge hit. That was I came back and got a hit, but not a super smash. It's not one of those, okay? Not one of those. So I'm telling you, yes, everybody benefits because that's one thing that they will say. But your favorite artist got this, your favorite artist got that. Yes, but when the machine decides that they want to take it away like they do for everybody because they only let you get up to here, you can't get up to here because they think everybody that get up to here, especially niggers, especially Negroes, oh, you Negroes won't get out of line. We won't let you niggers get up to here because once you niggers get up to here, you niggers start acting like Michael Jackson. That's how they view us, like niggers that they can't let get too big for their bridges because we start acting like Nicki Minaj and Kanye West and Michael Jackson. We start getting bigger than the program and we don't fall in line. And that is why they like to put people in position that they put there and can't take it away. Because if you put yourself there and you come with leverage, then they have to work with you because with or without the leverage, you would be here with a spot. And that is what I want you to keep in the back of your head as we go through and talk about everything else that we talk about tonight. Shout out all the people that are watching that do not like me and won't leave a comment because they don't want anyone to know that they're stalking me, but they love me. They love everything I talk about. They love everything I do. They love how I do it. They love when I do it. They love why I do it. The way my dick gets sucked, oh, trust me, I be feeling the love. Y'all be having a nigga sucking my dick so motherfucking good. Just have me stuck the way I be sucking my dick. Shout out to y'all too. I love y'all the most. I almost love y'all as much as the people that really support me, but I love you dick suckers too. It's a long dick to be sucking. Woo! Gotta be sucking on some long dick. Now, where was I with this? Yes. I don't know what started all of this off today. We'll say today, because I've been clocking TDE all about a week. I want to scroll down my page and get to the top of today because I was retweeting a lot of shit. So I'm trying not to go for my notifications. I want to go from the top. Excuse me. This was last night. What's today? The 6th or the 5th? 6th or the 5th? Today is the 6th. So this is yesterday. So this Nicki shit we'll get into too when I talk about Nicki later. We're not even gonna get into that right now. I want to get on these niggas' ass when I want to get on right now. Oh, actually, too. Before we get into it, can we listen to this Drake leak real quick? It's a familiar Drake bag. It's a bag that Drake created. It's one of his flows that he's known for. But this is a throwaway. It's some old scrapped off of For All the Dogs, I believe. fire. This new Drake album, just listen.
Oh damn, oh damn, oh damn, oh damn. You know Gucci let it blam, then he pass it to his man. Got a batting glove on, he don't hold it in his hand. And he throw it out the window and just leave it where it land. Or he throw it in the water, make him dig it out the sand. Ayy, scratched off the cereal, we call that shit a Cheerio. And then they taking clothes off and bleaching that material, I'm gone. Ayy, they be wishing death on me like 50 said. Many men, many men. Trust me, there's a ton of them. I should probably be in there with thugging them or be in there with gunning them. If they locking niggas up for growing up around some hitters trying to govern them, or building something from the bottom with your brothers down. Ayy, J Skull get hot here, oven head. Ayy, spend some bands, but I never fall in love again. Winning not enough for me, I like to be petty about it. Dropping #1, and when it's done, I just forget about it. Aw, you think you know what happened cause you read about it. Aw, give me a head and don't get in your head about it. Crisp Night Force is the only time I force it. I told her get a bag and some shoes and some more shit. She heard I got a girl and I bought.
He said, "Crisp white force is the only time I force."
It's done, I just forget about it. Aw, you think you know what happened cause you read about it. Aw, give me a head and don't get in your head about it. Crisp Night Force is the only time I force it. I told her get a bag and some shoes and some more shit. She heard I got a girl and I bought her even more shit. Don't tell me what you heard if you can't tell me who the source is. Aw, I had a 6th sense at 21. How the fuck did the 6 let in 21? Older women always told me I was 1 of 1. She was 30 when we sexed, I was 21. I be talking to the DA like that nigga dumb. What? You be talking to the DA like yeah, he the one. What? You almost 50 but you rapping like you're 21. Where the fuck they do that at aside from where you from? Hey, keep fuck these niggas up. Oh damn, oh damn, oh damn, oh damn. You know Gucci let it blam, then he pass it to his man. Got a batting glove on, he don't hold it in his hand. And he throw it out the window and just leave it where it land. Or he throw it in the water, make him dig it out the sand. Ayy, scratched off the cereal, we call that shit a Cheerio. And then they taking clothes off and bleaching that material.
Whoo, that Drake rap album. That Drake rap album, it's on the way. 2025. It's on the way. It's the way. I'm waiting for Nicki and Drake. That's like if Future. I'm waiting for Future. Nicki, Drake, and Future. And then I hope Chris Brown drops an album to go with this tour. But Nicki and Drake. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Aubrey and Onika, I'm waiting. All right, so yeah, I guess the first thing that I had to talk about was this. So let's talk about it. Billboard Hot 100 predictions for next week. This chart is a perfect case study to talk about a lot of things. So first off, let me pull this over here. Y'all can't see what I'm doing, but I have multiple screens. So like I'm navigating the screens. I have different things on my screens. So here, I just had to do this so I can make sure you guys could see. Let's break this down. Let's really talk about this. So Nokia is expected to land at actually number 2 now on Billboard. This is not updated. Let me see if we can find the updated one on Talk of the Charts first, because it is updated. Nokia is now expected to land at number 2 on the Hot 100. Here we go. Update. But this is without the numbers. So Luther has 225 points. Nokia has 200 points. Right? Now let's go back to where we just were so we could see the actual numbers. Boom. Luther has 61 million, about to be 62 in airplay. That's radio play. 61.7 million. Drake has 15.2 million. Nokia has been out for a month now. Been smashing. Been hitting on the charts. And we're going to talk about it because radio is supposed to reflect what's going on streams and who's streaming, right? Nokia is the most streamed song today in the world. Spotify, US, Apple Music, iTunes combined, all of these things, all of these metrics that are showing that people are getting on their phones in real time to go buy the song. Let me switch these screens too. Let me pull this screen over here on the big screen. Let me pull me on the little screen. Okay? And this is important because I would love. I already know what Punch is gonna say, so him trying to argue with me about it will be so stupid because I know what the nigga would say. I know exactly what the nigga would say. So if you want to do that and want to get into it, we can get into it. I know exactly what the niggas is gonna say because they got the bots saying that in my comment, and the bots are not making any points either against a nigga that I know exactly what the fuck he's talking about. And we're gonna break this shit down to the T tonight. Before I even make my post tomorrow about the shit that I'm about to talk about tonight, because usually I like to make my post first. Let me turn me up so y'all can hear me. Turn that volume up. Usually I like to make my post first before I get up here and talk about it. But this shit was just so damning we had to come and talk about it, right? Can y'all see my mouse on the screen? It's not working. I don't know why. So, Nokia is the third song here. I don't know why you can't see the mouse. The mouse won't allow itself to be seen. Third column down is Nokia. And I just want to see, can we, is that your bestie? I want y'all to be able to see. Like, being able to see is the most important part. Literally, the most important part. Then I got story time for y'all later, too, after we're done talking about this industry shit, because these niggas... Who gives a fuck? I'm just talking because there's shit to talk about. What's good, Nook? So, you guys, pay attention. Class is in session. Let's talk about it. Tell me if it makes sense for you. It's not allowing me to use the blinker for you guys to follow along, which actually is pissing me off. I hate that okay, so we're looking, right? You see where it says 61.7 million. That's the radio for Luther. Die with a Smile will even use the next song. Lady Gaga, Bruno Mars. 59.4 million in radio. Okay? In radio. And let's just use the top 3 songs right now. So y'all can understand how this works. So y'all can really break down. Drake has outsold Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars by 20,000 units. 30,000 units, actually. Luther and Nokia are 3,000 units away from each other. We know sales and streams combined equal sales. Sales are the smallest part of the Hot 100 chart, though. It counts as the smallest percentage. So, and it shows it right here, too. The percentages on that. So, Nokia, so 6,000 units and had 21 million streams, is going to be under Luther, which sold 2.5 thousand and had 24 million streams. I would assume that if we took off radio, right? If we took off radio, Luther would still be up 3,000, but it would be a tight race by points. Luther is up 38 points simply because it has 61 in radio. Now, I want you to understand the difference between the number 1 song in the country and the number 3 song in the country is a 45 million difference in audience on radio. So here is the question that one must ask themselves. And this is the question that nobody wants to ask and that everyone keeps overlooking. Shout out to Nicki Minaj for educating me on these things in her interviews and then me going to find the information on my own as well. Watching Nicki talk about this for an interview for years and then seeing so many other people corroborate who are in the industry what she said and then going doing the research myself and then seeing these things. It's like, I don't know what's more of a simple way to explain this stuff because it's like it's for dummies to me. It's like 1 + 2 = 3 and 2 + 2 = 4. Yeah? How many is this? How many is this? How many is this? That's what it feels like. So the difference between the number 1 and number 3 song in the country is 45 million in radio. The streams are right there, neck and neck. The sales, Drake's eclipsing by 4,000 sales. So you're telling me, right? Radio, which is supposed to be a reflection of the songs that are doing well, whether they're being requested, Shazam, they're doing well on TikTok, or being streamed. All 4 of those make up why radio would have a reason to play your record. Correct? Correct. So tell me why Luther has a 61.7 million airplay in audience and Nokia only has 15.2 million. And Nokia has been out for a month. There are Drake songs that have started in their first week with 12 million in radio. He has 15 million after a month. There are Drake songs that have started on radio with 12 million before this beef and he was coming out his label. The first week. Now we're four weeks in and he's only at 15 million in radio. Hold on. We're not done yet. Oh no, I got to make my point and I got to break it down for niggas. That's stupid. Because Punch tried to come over here and be funny, laughing. Like I told you, big homie, if you feel like you feel like I'm so wrong, sit down. And I bet you I'll pull up every single thing that make you look stupid. And you know, honestly, it was friendly with Punch at first. I don't have an issue. I think Punch is cool to speak to and debate hip-hop with online. When I saw your following list and who you was following, why are you following Stan pages and Nicki Minaj hate pages? No, it's fuck you, you fat bitch. I thought it was cordial. Can't be cordial with no fat ass ops. That's what I had to learn. Fuck these fat bitches. It was all cool till niggas was following Nicki hate pages. Now I don't have no respect for your fat ass. Tighten up on this internet, fat ass. I don't play by that lady. Tighten up on this internet, following hate pages, you fat bitch. You obese bitch. You out of breath, big polar bear looking bitch. Disrespectful ass bitch. Over there looking like a big grizzly bear in the motherfucking wild. Gotta get some bear mace for that fat bitch. All you niggas managers be on Barb Twitter. Losers. Loser. So anyways, let's check these numbers out again. And let's continue talking about how Billboard is a scam. So Drake's Nokia, number 1 on Apple Music. Number 1 on global Apple Music. Number 1 on the US Spotify. Number 1 on US iTunes. Number 1 trending music video all week. Highest selling song by a rapper in 2025. But because radio is at a 45 million difference. I'm doing like this because y'all looking at it right here, but I'm looking at it right here. But right here is my other screen. It's confusing. Just know I got y'all on my screen on the right. That's why I'm over here doing this. So you're telling me that even though Drake is number 1 on everything and not just the streaming, has the best selling song this week and of the year for rap, because Kendrick has 45 million more on the radio, he gets to be number 1. Now, who determines what gets played on radio? It's not us. The program directors who work with the DJs, who work with the labels to select what's going to be on the program direction. So if we're going by the people and the metrics, who's picking up their phone and who's playing what? Look at the picture there on my lock screen. Isn't it so wavy? That's me and the queen of rap. I know it's fucking, it's unreal. That's like, that's my baby picture. That's my baby picture. We got to stop the show for that, people. It's that serious. It's me and the queen. Isn't it? Isn't it quite a beautiful screensaver? Isn't it? Isn't it? Yeah, it is. I know. Back to what I was saying. So technically, Drake does have the number 1 song in the country, top 5 song in the world. Most streamed, most played, most listened to, most sold. But because some old white people that work at radio that have connections with the labels decided we're gonna push Kendrick and we're gonna use SZA as an excuse for why Kendrick is getting all this radio, because SZA is the radio artist. We can keep Drake from getting a number one. We can keep teaching him his lesson. But this is my thing. I've like me personally, I don't feel like a number one is make or break. I'm gonna tell you, to me, right? Top 20, double platinum. That's a smash. Top 10, smash. And not just top 10 for the week, then leave. You know, motherfuckers be cheating. Real smash songs. You know what I'm saying? So Drake being at number 3 during the blackball when they're not giving him any radio, and his label is high-fiving, the head of his label is high-fiving the head of Kendrick's subsidiary after Kendrick gets a label, Grammy, and then the radio is looking how it's looking. We cannot understand that radio is a scam. And this is not the first example that I'm going to use to show you that radio is a scam either. But it's just damning when you look at all the other charts that make up the Hot 100. Drake is what? Number 1 on everything. One. The mouse is not working. I got to use my finger as the mouse. One. Number 1 sales. It's scary then how you could be number 1 everywhere. But then the Hot 100 comes out, and because a nigga's label is paying, sucking dick, doing favors, whatever you want to call it, because it's not always money. Sometimes dicks are being sucked literally. Sometimes dicks are being sucked figuratively. Like the nigga says, sometimes they might drop off 100 tickets to the station and you're supposed to give them away, but now everybody at the station got a ticket to the show and y'all give away 5 tickets. Shit like that. All because of radio. With a 45 million difference, Drake will not be number 1. Now, before we go and we speak about how we tie these in together with the other points that I'm making, I'm going to have to bring up Nicki because obviously Nicki always talks about it. Let's check the chart. What did Nicole say? What number was it? 89, I believe. 89. Yes, it was. I got to remember off the top of my head. So we come over here, right? Check out this song that says Hometown Home. 200,000 streams and 200 sales. That's 0.2K. That's not 2K. That's 200. That's 0.2K. 200 fucking sales and 200,000 fucking streams. It made it onto Billboard because it had 32 million radio, double the radio Nokia has. So this song was able to land in the top, not even 100 through 90, but at 89 with 200,000 streams. Every song around this fucking song, if y'all are looking, right? Y'all see where it says 0.2 million and 0.2K? If you look at every song in that radius there, all of them have over 1 million streams. This is 200,000 streams for a week, not for a day, for a week. 200,000 streams and 2,000 sales. The other songs up here, 3 million streams, 2 million streams, 5 million streams, 6 million streams, 6 million streams, 4 million streams, 5. The song with 200,000 streams for a week is on Billboard because it has 32 million in radio. So understand what I'm telling you. They have double the radio Drake does and not even 1% of the fucking sales. But they made it on the fucking Billboard Hot 100 off radio alone. There's no other song up here that don't have 1 million streams. There is no other song on this chart. Not even the song at number 100 does not have less than 1 million streams. It has 5 million. But because another song had 200,000 streams but 30-something million in radio, these niggas is at 89. So when I'm telling you, Drake has the number 1 song in the country right now, but radio is making SZA and Kendrick look like, oh, look at, they've been number 1 for so long, and everyone's listening to Luther, and GNX is doing so well, and they came out at the end of last year, and oh my God, and Cry Me a River, and Shiver Me Timbers, and oh my God, and Ho Buckaroo, Free the Slaves. No, that's not what's going on. Nokia is, without a doubt, the number 1 song in the country, because when I show you these metrics, which would determine what is the number 1 song? Who's streaming it? Well, it's the most streamed song in the entire country on every platform. Who's buying it? It's the most bought song in the entire country on every platform. Who's watching it? It's the most watched song and video in the entire country for the whole week. Highest selling song of the year. But you're telling me that I'm supposed to believe that it can't go number one on the Hot 100. And that lets you know, ladies and gentlemen, radio is a scam. Radio been a scam since back in the day, but it was more accurate because people were actually calling in and trying to see, can we get this played? Can we get this played? That would be a reflection. Now, I won't sit here and say people don't listen to radio. Everyone listens to radio still. There's days your Bluetooth might not be working. You might have an older car. You might not have the aux that day. The older people, 30 plus, still will listen to the radio, listen to their morning shows. Radio is still a factor, but it's not the factor. And it should not be so much so that when someone is outdoing someone's song in every other metric, that radio could be carrying them. And also, as a Nicki Minaj fan, I do have to bring this up. This is the reason we go so hard. Nicki has to have at least 5 number ones in the way that I'm telling you Nokia is number one. Where the metrics that week showed it was the best selling, best, all of those things, right? But that goddamn radio. So, in conclusion for this little section that we just spoke about, there's a song right now with 200,000 streams with 32 million in radio. It just made it on the Billboard. No other song outside of that song has less than 1 million streams. Really 2 million streams, I want to say. Drake is outdoing Luther on every streaming platform and every digital song outlet right now. But yet Luther will be coming in at number one because radio. Woo! Now, I have a couple of things before we move on to my next topics. Because this is just radio. We haven't talked about the industry plants and all of those other things that we have to talk about tonight. I do have a list of things that we are going to get into. But I'm not trying to stay up all night either, so I might cut the show short if I get through certain things, and then we'll come back bright tomorrow. We're an hour in. We're at 500 viewers. That lets me know we'll hit the 1K goal before the end of the night. Thank you guys always for tuning in. You know, I took a very long hiatus, like where I was outside, but I wasn't really outside, but I was here. I told y'all was getting Marquise. Keith is back on the scene. I sent Marquise back to the real world. Marquise is now off the internet. You niggas got Keith back on this internet. 555 viewers, angel numbers. Look at that while we giving our little motivational speech. Cash App is on the screen if you want to donate, if you're entertained, if you fuck what we're talking about, if you're going to be here all night, if you find yourself even wanting to donate $1. Cash App is on the screen. A lot of things that we're getting into tonight. Let me say this too, and I don't say this a lot. Shout out to Fat Ass Academics because he has been doing a better job at exposing things than Joe Budden has lately. It's like during the beef, Joe knew how to be a great industry insider, exposer, doing all of these things where he's exposing things about the industry. And now it's just funny. Like, AK, you'll never get a 10 because you're a fat bitch who I don't like. You'll never get an 8 because the only thing you eat is food. But I am giving you like 6.5s or 7s right now because you have been clocking this radio shit. You've been clocking this TDE shit. But what I don't like is that it took for your favorite artist to be in a hot seat for you to act like you knew what was going on, and then you to double back and say, oh, well, Nicki knew what she was talking about this whole time. But you knew that. You knew she knew what she was talking about this whole time. You knew the plots and schemes that was being cooked up against her. But because it benefits you to highlight what they did to her so that people could see what's going on with Drake, now you want to play defense. Now you want to straddle. Now you want to act like what you know what's going on. And for that, you can never get a 10. You can never get an 8. Because like I said, the only eating your fat asses does is all the DoorDashes that you have sent to your very expensive home. You do not eat anything on this internet, but I do like when that broken clock gets its 2 times to be right. So yeah, Academics has been clocking TDE's T real bad. Real bad. Real bad. Real bad. But I'm still the most unbiased nigga on the internet, so we got to leave him out of it. But I will say there has been some sort of information that you can collect over there from Fat Ass. He has been putting belt to ass for Drake, which I expect nothing less from him because Drake is his favorite. I put belt to ass for my favorite artists. You know, it is what it is. I do put belt. I don't need this tab open. Just not doing nothing for me. Yeah. So I want to play this really quick. This interview, if we could find it, and all the barbs in the chat is gonna know. I'm looking. If you could send me the clip of where Joe Budden and Nicki specifically talk about radio, and I have it on my page, but I don't just specifically the part where they speak about radio. Okay, I think I found it, but it's still not long enough because she's not the only one that talks about it. But it's very important that y'all understand that in 2025, I'm not saying that radio can't play a part because there is still a small factor. Streams should outweigh the factor that radio is because I don't know the exact numbers, but I know that streaming is the biggest percentage of what makes up the Hot 100. I'm not streaming radio. Radio is the biggest factor. If you had 100 million streams and 100 million radio, the 100 million in radio is going to count more than the streams. Then you have streaming, which is the second biggest factor. Then you have sales, which is the least biggest factor. The reason I think that that's fucked up is because sales at the end of the day, no matter how many people buy music, whether that has gone down by millions or not, it is an indication of who is willing to go in their pocket and spend money on you. Anybody that's willing to invest $1 in you or money of any sort of kind, that is someone that is interested in what you're giving up. Streaming can be more easily manipulated, but it still is a big reflection, a better reflection of who's listening than radio. If I was putting numbers on it, 60 streaming, 25 sales, 15 radio. That's what I would give it. 60 streaming, 25 sales, 15 radio. And that's truly what I think that's fair for the way things are. So let's hear Nicki talk about radio, because radio being the biggest factor when we're not in control of who gets on radio and it's not a reflection of who's listening is crazy. Let's listen to the queen.
Somebody showed me to this. Now, this is the last thing. One of my fans pulled something up and it says, wait a minute, this artist's song came out and it's not on Spotify, top Spotify, it's not on top Apple, it's not on top iTunes, it's not on top Amazon, but their radio play.
Ding, 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 ding. Niggas, this is exactly what the fuck I'm saying to y'all right now. Break it down for these naggers, queen. This is exactly what the fuck I'm telling you right now. I gotta clip this. This is exactly what the fuck I'm telling you niggas right now. Like verbatim what I'm telling you niggas.
Somebody showed me to this. Now, this is the last thing. One of my fans pulled something up and it says,
I haven't heard this interview in a while. Y'all don't know how me in sync this lady be without trying. It'd be insane. It truly is. Like, we really be insane. I haven't heard this in a while. I just thought she was talking about the relationships. I didn't know she went and said the exact same shit that we're talking about right now from the Spotify to this exact same shit I'm talking about. The exact same shit that I just said. Rewind the live. And I haven't seen this interview in a long time, maybe in like a year. Though I did tell y'all she's one of the people that educated me on it from watching her interviews. I've gotten it from so many different places, and I didn't realize the Drake Nokia situation is literally directly what she was saying out her mouth. That's crazy. Run it back, because that's crazy. And it's not just, if y'all only, we be in sync. That should be blowing my mind. We be in sync.
Somebody showed me to this. Now, this is the last thing. One of my fans pulled something up and it says, wait a minute, this artist's song came out and it's not on Spotify, top Spotify, it's not on top Apple, it's not on top iTunes, it's not on top Amazon, but their radio play is 5 times what Nicki is getting. Why? And then 2-3 weeks from now, they'll tell y'all, look, this song is better than the songs Nicki dropped because see, it's so high on Billboard. So you're telling me that if an artist drops a song and clearly the people are playing it and it's top 10 on Apple for 2 weeks and it's top on Spotify and it's top, the radio can decide if they want to play that song or not. And then it makes that artist looks like, oh yeah, people ain't feeling your stuff.
Mm-hmm. Nigga, this is exactly what the fuck I was just saying to y'all niggas. Oh, when I clip this, it's gonna make sense. I gotta clip this. I gotta clip this shit.
What does this all mean? People need to think about it. Because my fans have been talking about this saying, Nicki don't care about being on the radio. Why would an artist not want to be on radio? Use your brains. Use your brain.
I don't know about y'all, but the fact that she just said exactly what the fuck that shit, like, I mean, word for word too, word for word, bar for bar, and it applies directly to Nokia. Can I download this video? They're gonna make me screen record it. That's crazy. It's okay. I'll screen record it. I need that clip. Because that's everything we're talking about right now. So I'm gonna let that screen record in silence on my phone real quick. So, chat, let me know. Y'all heard what Nicki just said, right? If a song, oh boy, this is motherfucking crazy. Hold on, because there's no way. Exactly to the T what we're talking about right now. Like, this lady be in the
Hear them saying that we will make it, but we never fear them. Yeah, we are gonna clear them. God-given talent, never had to fake it. So much power in the music, got power, don't abuse it. African and Indian, we blend it and we fuse it. The engine is revving, we living, still winning. Only ups I do. Right side, put your hands up, left side too. Pretty from birth, let me hear you say right true. Red, black, white flag, beaches, sky blue. Break date and then Juve, that's I say. Trinity and Tobago, only my side play. Roti and Pelori, bust up shot. Doubles, down Paris, big gun shot. Bust round and you slow down, make it tap. Then you throw it back fast and you make it clap. Put a little bit of rum punch in my cup. The sexy bad girl, them on my cup. Bungee, carry it from the ground to the jet in the air, then come back next year with my
I'm sorry, that's my song. Y'all gonna get that when it come on. So y'all heard what Nicki just said. Let's talk about it. Radio is a scam. Radio is a sham. Radio is a scam. I leave all my lives up. They're here or they're on YouTube. Unless I'm making music, I don't save those. I don't do views. When I'm making music, that's just for us to be cool. But when I'm talking shit, I leave them up because I'm working. This is me working. This is me working. When I'm doing this shit, I leave it up because we working. I leave this up because we working. But when I'm talking shit, that's when you know that I be working. Yeah, I'm going to leave it up. If you see me talking about the industry, I'm leaving it up. When I'm up here, just up here and writing music and doing all of that, no, that's not nothing to save. But yeah, definitely we'll be saving this up because there's a lot to talk about. We haven't even scratched the surface yet, I promise you. So again, Cash App is on the screen too if you guys want to donate. I'm going to keep telling you that. If you guys want to donate or support the channel, this is our first official show back. I did like a pre-show back earlier this week on like Wednesday or Tuesday, but this is our first official show back. Y'all know when I'm back, because when I'm back, I start talking that shit. I wasn't even going to go live yet. I was going to wait till Monday and give y'all like the week, but I seen Punch fat ass. Here go this fat bitch always trying to be funny on my motherfucking app. This is not your app, bitch. This is Nicki Minaj's app. So by extension, it's the Barb's app. So bitch, you up on an app that my sister run, that I'm a part of the communion for, and nigga, you up here trying to be funny, you fat bitch. Like I told y'all, it was cordial and it was funny with Punch. It was hee-haw. That's someone, because there are people who I respect in hip-hop. Being a student of the game, I respect Punch and what they built over there and the work that he's done for TDE. I think Punch does more on building the artist than Top does. I have a lot of respect for Punch. But I see you following Nicki Minaj hate pages, and as a manager and as someone who claims that there's no agenda all the time, fuck you fat over-eating, obese, nasty, big back, titty having bitch. What the fuck you following Nicki Minaj hate pages for? You didn't follow it by accident, you big fat bitch. And so once I realized that today, all that cordial shit that I have going on, it goes out the window. Go kiss the queen's feet first, and then maybe I might give you some respect, bitch. And he had my respect because when we was talking about top 5 MCs last year, he came out and said Nicki raps better than Tupac. He said there's other things that he probably don't like, which I probably feel like subject matter. He probably don't relate to her subject matter being a nigga from the West Coast. That's fine. But he knows who raps better. But you being an executive at one of the top hip hop labels in music, right? It's very unprofessional for you, you big fat bitch, to be following Nicki Minaj hate pages. And I won't even call the pages out by name to give them attention. Punch, I thought we was homeboys. I thought we was cool. I thought I was just one of them niggas that be clocking your tea and y'all can't take it, but you understand that I'm doing what's necessary. I'm always gonna go extra harder for Nicki Minaj, though, no matter what it is in life, just because of how hard you niggas went on that black lady and nobody did anything to help her. Still to this day, y'all be acting like bitch ass niggas in this industry knowing what's going on, but y'all so worried about money and sucking dick that when a woman is getting bullied, all these niggas that's claiming that they're stand up niggas don't do nothing about it. No, and everything was gravy. But following, I seen a couple of the pages that you follow, Punch. It's no more kikis with you, you fat bitch. Get in the gym, bitch. You fat bitch. You big fat bitch. That's how I feel about you. Don't play about the queen of rap, bitch. You go find you something to play with. Go play with SZA's ugly ass face and go edit it some more. That's what the fuck you play with, bitch. Don't play with Nicki, though. So, yeah. I wasn't even going to go live today. But I saw Punch talking about, I'm resisting the urge to go on a rant. Rant, you fat bitch, so I could pull up something to make you look stupid. And then I'm going to tell y'all what really prompted me to get on live, too, because the nigga on laughing wasn't nothing funny. But let me tell y'all why I know the nigga can't say nothing to me. When I'm pulling receipts and shit, and the receipts is coming from people in your industry, people you have probably worked with, people in your field, people that you know are credible, then you can no longer sit up on the internet and say, the fans or Marquise or this is making up conspiracy theories and this. No, these are what the niggas in your industry are saying is going on in your industry. So now it's not funny when you can't debate them niggas. You could debate me all day. Don't go debate a nigga that signed checks and signed artists and do this. You go debate them niggas that's in your field that's saying what's going on, because it didn't come from me this time. I just highlighted it. But you niggas can't take that when niggas be saying what's real. So back to what Nicki was saying. Run it back one more time here. If an artist is top on Spotify and top on Apple Music and top on iTunes and top on YouTube, why is that not then reflecting on Billboard? Because radio? That's crazy that she just said that. This next collage that I do, this next post that I put up, is gonna get them upset, and I want to get it up before 12 o'clock. So I'm gonna probably put a song on for y'all while I get this post up, because it's very important. When I start getting in this mode where I'm like trying to explain things for the masses, it has to be in such a way where everything is cohesive and everything makes sense, even if I'm going on a rant. Like if you go back and you watch this live, I made it very clear and concise what the main topics are tonight, got into the subtopics of how, and all of those, if you go back and rewind it and see what the main topic I said was tonight, then all the subtopics go along with it. And everything that we said can be pieced together. It's the same way my pages and everything that I do. It's cohesive because I can get on a tangent. So I always have to make sure that even if I'm on a tangent, it's a tangent that ties together. So I have to get this post up to finish my point today about radio. It's crazy that she said the exact same thing. I wasn't even. Time always tells it all, though. Time always tells it all. So again, Drake is top, but is competing for number 3 or 2 next week on Billboard. While Kendrick and SZA looks like they have the most popping song in the country because they have 61 million in radio. The most popping song in the country only has 15 million in radio, but everybody's streaming it. Everybody's buying it. Everybody's watching it. Everybody. We gonna spin a kill everybody. These bitches fuck everybody. A nigga, everybody. That's who the fuck is watching it. Everybody. I can't even play a song because we got YouTube up. So yeah, just gonna let me put that post up. And I'm gonna try and talk while I get the post up. I'm trying to multitask. If only y'all knew how many times I will be having a discussion about something or with someone, and me unintentionally, not just this video. Nicki will go live and we'll be talking about the same thing inadvertently, or I'll be thinking something or having a conversation with somebody or something, and then she'll come tweet something that it just be crazy. Like two different places in the world, and always in sync, always. And the shit scary. Okay, the shit is scary. That's really my twin. That's really my twin till the end. That's my twin to the end. And I mean, she taught us. She taught the Barbs. She educated a whole entire generation. But the next thing that we're about to talk about, I'm gonna play two videos for you guys. We already played the Nicki one. I'm gonna play another one, and then we're gonna talk about this industry plant situation. Ooh, we're gonna talk about industry plants and their gardeners. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Talk about industry plants and their gardeners, since niggas like to be funny. Punch, you fat bitch. And Top, where you at, bitch? Where you at, Top? You got punched on the internet taking all this smoke like your fat ass not the like your bitch ass not the owner of the label. You got something to do with all the motherfucking shit going on too. You got something to do with everything that's going on too, Top. You just in the shadows like a Jay-Z ass nigga. You in the shadows like Jay-Z lurking. Don't worry, Punch. I know it's not all your fat ass. I know it's not just you, you fat bitch. I know it's not just you. I know it's not just you. I know Top is the nigga over there pimping all you niggas' buttholes out. Figuratively, of course. Speaking figuratively. 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 We're speaking figuratively. Of course, we're speaking figuratively. What was I doing besides getting this post up? That radio post that I wanted to get up. Let's listen to Nicki one more time because it's very important, and then we're gonna go back. Pay attention to what the Queen of Rap is saying, and if you have been on my live the whole time, tie in what she's saying, what we just said about Nokia being number one everywhere. Spotify, US, Apple Music, iTunes, literally number one, not even number one everywhere, not even number two. We're gonna land number two next week on Billboard.
Somebody showed me to this. Now, this is the last thing. One of my fans pulled something up, and it says, wait a minute, this artist's song came out, and it's not on Spotify, top Spotify, it's not on top Apple, it's not on top iTunes, it's not on top Amazon, but their radio play is 5 times what Nicki is getting. Why? And then 2-3 weeks from now, they'll tell y'all, look, this song is better than the songs Nicki dropped because see, it's so high on Billboard. So you're telling me that if an artist drops a song and clearly the people are playing it and it's top 10 on Apple for 2 weeks and it's top on Spotify and it's top, the radio can decide if they want to play that song or not. And then it makes that artist looks like, oh yeah, people ain't feeling your stuff. Mm-hmm. What does this all mean? People need to think about it. Because my fans have been talking about this saying, Nicki don't care about being on the radio. Why would an artist not want to be on radio? Use your brains.
So again, ladies and gentlemen, when I'm telling you that Kendrick does not have the biggest song in the country, I'm telling you that Kendrick does not have the biggest song in the country. We haven't even started talking about how Kendrick went, I think, from 110 to 97 million monthly listeners once they started removing bots. We're going to talk about it in a second. But before we do, I have to get this post up with this. And if you're on my Twitter, then it'll make sense how I'm posting it in a second. I like to post things to make a point. Because the point is always there to be made. The point is always there to be made. One second, you guys. I'm almost done. So much power in the music. Power in the music. I'm so fucking... Here's an interview that... It's not even an interview. We're actually going to have to watch this in parts. And I'm going to... It's crazy because if I post it right now, I just know a bitch gonna steal it. All these motherfuckers do is steal stuff off my page to try and agitate me and get me to say something to them because they need a reply from me for them to get in the algorithm and for people to pay attention because people actually listen to me when I speak. So they're trying to utilize the little influence that I've been able to build in a year to complete their agendas, but I never give them what they want and they think they know me because of last year when I was having fun. And now we're serious. Now it's game time. And you bitches can't get nothing out of me when it's game time and it bothers you so bad. And for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, never your mind. But for the ones that do know what I'm talking about, I know it sucks that Kesey won't give you no attention. I know what I'm looking for. Oh, see, I'm not used to being on YouTube on a computer, but I actually just found what I was looking for. And I think it's actually in order. So, what I am about to show you guys here, this is a man who made it onto Billboard. He made it onto the Billboard 200, I believe. I don't know if it's the 200 or the Hot 100. I don't know. He made it on the Billboard. And this also goes into something that Nicki was saying when she said they took away 100,000 of her sales. This man was contacted by Billboard because it was going to be the first time that he made it onto Billboard. He had sold and streamed enough to make it onto Billboard as an independent artist. He was contacted by Billboard. Billboard told him the chart positions that he was going to hold. So he really did expose Billboard. When people say people know where they're going to be next week on the chart before the chart comes out, you do know. This man knew like 3 days in advance of what position he would be in on the Billboard next week. Billboard reached out to him. So keep this in mind because Nicki's not the only one that said it. Playboy Cardi said it as well. Nicki said they took away 100,000 streams from her sales. Playboy Cardi said they took away 20 or 40,000 sales from her. Now, this man has the emails from Billboard showing that he made it onto the chart. Once they got word of who he was and the things that he talks about on YouTube, they decided to take his song off the chart. Though the song had made enough points, or the project, whatever it was, the music had made enough points to chart on multiple charts, they decided they weren't going to put his music on the Hot 100 because of what he promotes on his YouTube. So then one has to ask themselves, is the Hot 100 actually a metric of the top 100 songs played or the top 200 albums, or is it just like the Electoral College where you may have made the numbers and we might put you up there, but whatever we want to do, we're going to do anyways? Let's listen.
Any of y'all that were around during the True Support campaign, you know.
I don't want
Any of y'all that were around during the True Support campaign, you know what we did. You know, we sold units. You know that Billboard emailed me 2 days before the charts were coming out and saying, hey, we need an updated photo. We need a full bio. We need a digital copy of the album. Can you answer these questions about your background? Because there's a high chance you're going to be on the charts this week. You know, they're not emailing nobody randomly out of the blue. He had to hunt me down to find that email, too. We have the Nielsen screenshot from Nielsen SoundScan that shows where I charted on each chart for Billboard, because this is where they get the data from. MRC data. I'm about to break all that down for you. And when the chart came out, I wasn't on there. And I started asking around and calling people that were in the industry, because I know people in the industry too. And they were like, yo, yeah, you made the chart, but they didn't want to put you on there because you be talking about the music industry. I'm like, they mad at me for telling the truth about what they do. So they going to leave me off of a rigged ass chart because I tell people that the chart's rigged, as opposed to honoring the true album sales. Oh, okay. All right, bet. And at the time, I was a little disappointed because that was a part of our True Support campaign, was a chart on Billboard. So any of y'all that were around during the True Support campaign.
So y'all hear, he was reached out to by Billboard. They told him, you have made enough points to get on the chart. They found out who he was and what he talks about on YouTube, and they told him he would no longer be able to be on the chart. Part two, is this part two?
Billboard charts are a pyramid scheme. We're going to start at the top of the pyramid. It starts with a person named Todd Bowley. Todd Bowley got rich from banking and investing. You can go look up his Wikipedia page. I think that's how you pronounce his last name. I don't know. But there's a specific company I want you to look up that he owns called Eldridge Industries. What is Eldridge Industries? Eldridge Industries is one of those multinational conglomerate financing proprietary proprietary investing bullshit companies where they just hold and invest in a lot of stuff. And I ain't saying it's bullshit because they do bad business. They obviously do exceptional business, but it's one of those companies that has their hands in on everything and we really don't know they exist. And they invest in everything. They own Cirque du Soleil, the LA Dodgers, the LA Sparks, DraftKings, asset management firms, some gynecology clinics, real estate, all types of stuff. Billboard charts are a pyramid scheme. We're going to start at the top of the pyramid. Any of y'all that were around during the True Support campaign, you know what we did. You know what we saw.
Just saw that. All right, I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all see how this shit is set up? It says watch part 2 for more, watch part 4 for more. We're on part 3.
But the one thing that we're going to focus on in this video that they own is MRC. What is MRC? MRC is a company formerly known as Media Rights Capital, but now they're under Eldridge Industries. And MRC, they got MRC Film, MRC Nonfiction, MRC Television, MRC Live and Alternative, and they got MRC Media and Info. Why is any of this important or relevant? Because this company was founded by Mordecai,
Last name Mordecai.
and they own a litany of media entities. Ozark, House of Cards, Think Like a Man 2, all media outlets that Todd Bowley owned. And there's two things that MRC owns that I want you to pay attention to: The Hollywood Reporter and Billboard. Remember, Billboard is not just a chart. Billboard is a magazine. And what's the goal of magazines? To sell subscriptions. That's how they make money. MRC data is what people use in the music industry dating back to the 90s to keep track of album sales. But the one thing that we're going to focus on in this video that...
Ooh, I hope y'all are paying attention. I really do. I really hope y'all are paying attention.
My local record store in Indianapolis is called Karma. They are reporting their sales numbers independently to MRC data. Obviously, it became digital, became a lot easier for you to report that, and they can connect it to the UPC, the QR code, whatever it is. But I want you to realize that this is self-reported independent data. So if you own Karma Records, Juvenile, 400 Degrees came out, and you had 200 copies, you can say you sold all of them. And MRC data is going to say they sold all of Juvenile's 400 Degrees. When you might have probably only sold 120, kept the 80, and then flipped them out the back to sell them for double, triple to the streets. But in MRC's data, you sold all of them. So Juvenile got 200 sales that week from Karma Records. Everybody was cooking their books back then. Everybody. But no one cared because this was a reputable company, MRC data, that was third party, that was independent, that was owned by Nielsen. And Nielsen ratings is what people pay attention to when they want to put their advertising dollars. My local record store in Indianapolis is called...
Ooh, he's talking that talk now. He's talking that talk. He's talking that talk. I hope y'all are paying attention. He's talking that talk.
Nielsen ratings is huge in television, huge in radio. We had it for music and sales data. It kept kind of a checks and balances system. There was a little bit of conflict of interest, but for the most part, based on the technology and what everybody had at that time, this was about as accurate as it was going to get as far as music sales. Then in December 2019, Nielsen sold their music data business, MRC, to Eldridge, to Todd. Now, what does Eldridge and Todd own? They own the Billboard charts. So now the company who owns the Billboard charts owns the company that reports the data to the Billboard charts. And these Billboard charts are factored into people's contracts for financial incentives, so why people get trophies, why they get plaques. It can cause your show money to go up. You go #1 on Billboard because the perception is they are the #1 most objective chart. It could change your life. So now Eldridge has all the power because they own the chart and they own the data that reports to it. Who's checking them? Where's the checks and balances? There ain't none. They can report whatever the hell they want. Nielsen ratings is huge in television.
We're going to talk about it after we finish, people. Let me know if you are following along in the chat, though, because this is some real shit that's getting dropped.
See, this just seemed like common sense, right? If somebody buys your album, you should get an album sale. If somebody streams your album, there should be one number across the board that somebody streamed my song, they streamed 12 of my songs, that should equal into an album sale. It should just be simple, but it's not like that. You know something they still include on the Billboard charts? Radio spins. No one gets spun on a radio for free. So you have to go to a radio promoter, pay him $20,000. He goes to the radio, gives them whatever they need, and they spin your record, and that counts as a objective metric spins to help you go up the charts. How much fucking sense does that make? Who listens to the radio anymore? Who calls in and requests songs for the radio anymore? Nobody. So whoever spends the most money on radio promotion is going to chart the highest on this objective Billboard chart. It's rigged. Whatever the biggest radio station is in your city right now, go see if they'll play your music over Megan Thee Stallion. Go see if they'll play your music over Drake. They gonna tell you to kiss their black ass or white ass because you're not paying them because these charts are rigged. See, this just seems like common sense, right? If somebody buys your album, you should.
We just did that. We're here.
What incentive does MRC have to put an independent artist who they aren't getting any money off of in any capacity at the top of their Billboard chart? When they can put somebody else on there who they are eating from on the chart, from at the award show, because they're getting the advertising money from that, from on the radio promotion, who they're eating from the radio ads, who they're eating from when they put them on the road and have them perform in their venues, who they're eating from the sponsorships on that. Why would they put your ass on top of independent charts? Dorian, you're not making them any money. So who gives a shit what you sold? But we ain't gonna put you on there because you ain't making us no fucking money. And you know what? I respect that. I get it. I understand. Y'all want to make money. I want to make money. But don't sit here and act like the chart is objective when it's not. Just tell us. This chart is for signed artists who are inside the system who we make money off of. We have an independent chart for those of you that objectively measures sales, and that's it. That's what iTunes does. That chart ain't got nothing to do with radio play, who owns what, iPhone.